Hello, this is just kind of a follow-up to the last video I made, which was modeling this pencil. There's just a couple tweaks that I want to do that I kind of forgot to do in the last video, and that is on the tip here of the pencil, it's just too flat looking. What I want to do is just add a lip around where the lead meets the wood, and then I want to add another lip around where the wood meets the painted part of the wood, just to make this kind of stick out a little bit more and to make it a little more three-dimensional, because right now it's kind of flat looking. Okay, I'm going to start on the tip. I want to make the tip a little bit more pointy, so I'm going to select this edge loop and just scale it in a little bit. Control R to add one more edge loop, and then Control R to add another edge loop, and I'm going to bring this one down, scale it in, grab it on the Z-axis, and just kind of make a little lip around there. So I want to make this a little bit uneven, kind of like a pencil that's been actually sharpened. So I'm going to use proportional editing. So with dynamic spacebar, just press spacebar and enable proportional editing. When you grab something with proportional editing, there's this big circle. Again, I'm using my wheel, so this circle kind of shows how many other vertices surrounding it is it going to grab. If you can make it bigger or smaller. So I'm just going to bring this part down a little bit and bring this part up a little bit, just to make it look like it's been sharpened a little bit to one side. Just so it's a little bit more irregular. Okay, I'm going to turn proportional editing off right now. Just kind of smooth this out. Bring that down. Smooth that. Okay, now I need to make sure that my vertex groups are still assigned correctly. So lead and select. Okay, so this new little lip I made, I don't want it on to be lead. So I'm just going to remove it from the lead. Double check. Okay, so I want this is what I want to be the lead. Okay, let's double check. Okay, and then this part I want to be with the wood. Okay, now let's make this little lip around where the paint meets the wood. I'm unable to use the loop cut on this part, probably because I have these weird vertices in the middle here. So I'm going to use the knife tool to make this lip. Okay, so the knife tool is just the letter K, and I'm just going to go and cut this to make my own loop cut, since it wouldn't let me. Okay, and since, let's see, let me merge these two. Search, merge at last. Okay, now I got to go through and I have to make a little cut from here to here on each side, because I was stupid before when I made this. So let's see, cut there, from there to there. There to there. Okay, there's probably a better way of doing that, but I don't know it. So now I'm just going to bring all these kind of closer in, just to make kind of like the little lip where the rest of the paint didn't quite get shaved off. And then I'm just going to scale this in a little bit. Okay, that kind of worked. So now I have like a little lip. Actually, probably wouldn't be that wide. Let's do that. Okay, let me bring this one. Let me just kind of line these up. Something weird's going on right there, but I don't really care right now. I'm just gonna, it's just a pencil. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so now I have a little lip around where the paint meets the wood, and I have a lip around where the wood meets the lead. So let's go ahead and make sure that we get all these new faces and make sure we assign them to be the paint material. Or actually, you know what? It kind of looks a little bit different on a pencil where that little shaved off part is. So let's make this a new material. Let's make this one Paint 2. Okay, so I'm just going to make another vertex group called Paint number 2, and I'm going to assign this kind of shaved off part. So let's see. Okay, so that's correct. What I want to do is remove Paint 2 from Paint 1. Let me name this Paint 1. So Paint 2, select, and then pick Paint number 1, and then just hit remove. So now let's see, Paint 1 should be, Paint 1 is nothing. Okay, so let me go to face select mode, X-ray mode. These are the ones I want to be Paint 1, so I'm just going to assign that. And then, so Paint 1, okay, that's correct. And then Paint 2, it's just that little lip. Okay, let me move this one up next to the other paint. Okay, so that should just look a little bit better on the tip once we start adding some materials.